Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm cast aside of East Yorkshire. And today we have a 1v1 on Shrine of Exelon. Over in the Sisters of Battle corner we have got EU Bran. And over in the Necron corner we've got Sad Luck. Sad Luck throwing down a couple of Builder Scarabs, some Necron Warriors and a Necron Lord. Whereas the Sisters are going to go for Dual Missionaries, a Sorcerer's Convent and a Plasma Generator. Now I do remember that last Tuesday we did a Sisters and Necrons game. And the Necrons came out on top. So it'll be interesting to see if the Necrons can keep on top of the Sisters with another victory. Very small map is Shrine of Exelon, so that's why you'll be seeing these Necrons going for some earlier Necron Warriors. You normally see them go for a few more Builder Scarabs before they go for the Warriors. But just in case any Sister Mischief comes along in the way of Seraphins, they want to get those Necron Warriors online a little bit quicker. Builder Scarab going to come in for a bit of scouting to see what he can see. Might even do some decapping on these strategic points as and when he can. We do have, oh bloody hell, we've got a very early Tier 2 Ecclesiarchal Cathedral going down for the Sisters. Listening Post going down on Nearest and Dearest. Necron Warriors about to pop. Just general capping and whatnot over here. Missionaries, only 2 of them. So the Sisters will take a while to capture and get their economy online. Which is very unfortunate as well, since these Scarabs have gone for a bit of a cheeky decap over here. They will be able to just stay there and recap it. And the Missionary won't be able to do all that much in the way of DPS. Although they do give up and they are going to run away. Missionary over here going to try and capture this strategic point over here. But yeah, very interesting. Very, very quick Tier 2. Which might mean that the Necrons might actually be able to do some early game harass with these Necron Warriors. I mean, these Scarabs will see that nothing's coming out of the convent as of yet. The Necrons will know that they've got a window of opportunity for attack. Necron Warriors are going to slowly but surely push out. Whether they'll go all the way or not, we will have to see. Builder Scarabs just being an absolute nuisance. Going to go for the decap. Listening Post being built by the Ecclesiarchal Servitor. And even with the Missionary slapping around, they are just going to slowly but surely move out. Necron Warriors pushing out themselves. Going either side, trying to catch anyone going around the flanks. Going for some Celestians, heavy infantry. Good staying power, good punching ability as well, so they're not too bad at range or close combat. Ideal against these Necron Warriors. Necron Warriors do like to get into close combat when they can. One Builder Scarab going down. Necron Warriors meeting the foe, but kind of just casually walking past them. Having a look at that strategic point. They've got to remember that they can't capture strategic points that can these Necrons. Second squad of Necrons over here, just going to go into the base. Taking a couple of pot shots at this Ecclesiarchal Servitor over here. Celestians going to chill out in the heavy cover. They will be able to stand their ground against these Necrons within the huge crater here. They have gone for their Celestian Veteran Superior as well. These ladies are taking on these Necrons. Necrons over here going to focus on the Ecclesiarchal Servitors instead. They're also going to go for their Veteran Superior. Necron Lord now out and about. Probably going to come into the base and see what he can do. Missionary will go down. And now it's one Necron Warrior squad versus 2 Celestians. These guys will make some quick work out of these Warriors. But mind you, if the morale's still up, they will be able to rebuild themselves. Although then again, a squad wipe will take them out, so anyone being rebuilt will come back down to death. If that even makes grammatical verbal sense. We're quite hungover, so be gentle. Long weekend in England. Bank holiday weekend. It's Queen's birthday, I think, or something like that. So plenty of drinks over the next couple of days. Fortified position going on this Listening Post over here. Necron Lord. Seeing what he can see. Probably going to slap around this... Oh, go on. Slap this guy around. He's almost dead. More Celestians coming out. These ladies are not being upgraded for their multi-metals as of yet. Probably not wanting to, since the Necrons won't have any vehicles to harass or bother. Necron Lord taking on that plasma generator, but decided not to stay around. These ladies will be able to chunk through his health relatively quickly. Necron's going for just an insurmountable amount of Necron warriors. Very interesting. We'll see if he actually builds all those boys. But if you can't beat them with one squad of Necron warriors, just build an infinite amount. Necron's now going to engage in close combat. John Cena Beam does go down. It will allow the Necrons to engage in a good amount of close combat without the Celestians being able to support each other. Well, these Necrons won't fare all that much against these Celestians. Like I said, they aren't terrible in close combat, are these ladies? They will be able to cut through their numbers fairly quickly. Whole squad wipe going on for one of them, by the looks of things. Necron Lord throwing a lady to the ground. Lonely Island style. He will jump away. Disruption field going for the Necron warriors. 80 and 20 to 80 for the Necrons. Although when comparing and contrasting the economy of... Oh, for a second I thought that was 2 Holy Reliquaries. We're going to go for a Pristine Sanctuary and a Holy Reliquary for the sisters, so not going for any vehicles. Necron still on tier 1. Obelisk being slapped around. They will be able to cut through it. Relative ease, even without their melters and whatnot. Another Ghost Hut being popped down. More Necron warriors coming out. These guys are also being reinforced, so we will see a sizable amount of Skelly boys. More Celestians coming out as well. Confessor is out. Inferno pistols on the go. It's all kicking off. Celestians back and forthing around this obelisk. Necron Lord pops his little shadow ability, helps with the regen and makes him very resistant to damage, although doesn't let him do any damage himself, but will allow these boys to get a little bit closer. Chasing these ladies back, possibly coming back to the heavy cover, where they can just chill and fire. Inferno pistol out as well, just popped for them. Confessor going to come out. Will have lots of abilities to disrupt these Necron warriors. In fact, hold on while it's going, let me get my book out. There we go, the book is out. I know what the Confessor does, so if he does it I'll be able to tell you. Celestian's not wanting to quite get involved in this listening post defense. More Necron warriors are going to come out, as well as an Awakened Monolith and some Flayed ones. So we're not seeing this unending tide of Necron warriors as we suspected. Celestians deciding to use their superior movement speed to get round the other side and maybe take down another obelisk. Having a look at this summoning core. Although Necron warriors with their ability to teleport will jump in. Necron Lord also joining in. John Cena Beam goes down. Summoning core has been annihilated there, which is a very good get for the sisters. And I like that. They've achieved an objective. No point in sticking around, they're just going to move back. I do quite like that. No overcommitment. Awakened Monolith. Halfway done. They fall back into a good defensive position. And firing away as they please. Big shadowy ability from the Necron Lord. If I have the name of that one. Phase Shift. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Phase Shift. That's what the ability is called. So he will be able to keep his boys relatively alive. Although, mind you, the amount of dead bodies here doesn't suggest that. It was a very useful manoeuvre. Awakened Monolith has popped. And the Flayed ones are going to come out. Ideal for the Necrons at the moment. You want to get some Flayed ones in the back. Necron warriors at the front. The old hammer and anvil maneuver. This obelisk is not going to be finished. Pillar scabs have been taken down. These scabs over here desperately trying to capture this relic over here. Thankfully the sisters have not spotted them. Tables have turned on the Necrons. They were very keen on harassing at the beginning. And now there's a severe amount of sisters. John Cena Beam comes down, but a little bit too late to save the obelisk. Sisters are now going to go for their Imagifier.
We have excelled at battle.
However one would pronounce that word. More Necron warriors coming out. And a greater summoning core, with their summoning core being replaced. What's going on in the base at the moment. We do have a Manufactorum. Sisters are floating a bit of resources. They could quite easily pop a load of it into Infernos. Plasmagen going to go down. Not sure if this mass Necron warrior build is going to work out for them in the end. We'll need to see something in the way of maybe Immortals. Sisters moving back. They are just trying to keep these obelisks down. The less obelisks that the Necrons have, the less in the way of population cap they have. In fact, are they... Although, mind you, they've got 20 pop cap at the moment, so they are doing fairly well. Blade ones have been put in the back. Ready to spawn at will. Necron Lord going to move in. Big Necron push. We do have a... I'll turn back to the Sisters page. We do have... It looked like a Emperor's Wrath. Also has an Ecclesiarchal Mandate, which increases the damage of everyone by 15%. Not sure if that's a toggle ability or if it's just a general aura around him. Very useful boy, all the same. Ghost Turret going to be firing away. Necron Warriors doing their best. Necron Lord getting up close and personal with these sisters. Ecclesiarchal squad with only one member left. Blade ones jump in. Maybe a little bit too late. Won't be able to catch up with the fast manoeuvring ladies. Destroyer is out. That's what I like to see. A bit of diversity in the unit composition. Destroyer. Currently these ladies don't have... Oh, there we go. We've got one team with a two multi-metals. The Destroyer will have to be quite careful with all these Celestians. But the Celestians are being pushed back. The number of Necrons, especially for all their upgrades, are going to push these ladies back. Are we seeing anything? We are seeing tier 3 going down. So maybe some penitent engines possibly. Tie these boys up in close combat. Or what are they called as... that tank with the organ on it that fires missiles, that might be quite useful as well against the mass of infantry. Necrons pushing in, but then teleporting away. Oh shit, that's because... Oh, that's because there's one singular or two Celestian squads here. Which, not sure if it was the call to bring back everyone. But then again, they did manage to get one squad wipe. So that is something. But it does give the sisters a chance to rebuild and regain their unit numbers. Still floating a lot of resources there. Possibly maybe waiting for a chance to get their Relic unit out. We have yet to see the Sisters' Relic unit out on this channel. Be very exciting. Celestians slowing down these Builder Scarabs. The long march of the Necron Warriors continues. The more destroyers will be built. I do believe the first destroyer was knocked down. Builder Scarabs trying to capture the critical location in the middle, but will be taken down. Blade ones in the kitty. Cooking in the oven, waiting to come out as and when they please. Psychos Coolum for the sisters. Being researched. All goes a little bit quiet. Sisters don't quite know which way to tackle this. Whichever way they go, Necrons can just teleport in. And just a sheer amount of DPS that they can pop out with their boys is quite dangerous, to be honest. Mass Builder Scar has been built up in the Necron monolith. Not quite going for the next tier yet. We do have a Shrine of the Living Saint. Ah, there we go. Yep, they will be focusing on getting the Relic unit online.
I am consecrated to the...
Which is very exciting, if you ask me. This Celestian squad over here got all the melters and multi-melters. Necron's thinking about moving about. Necron economy looking like 70. We do have some strengthening power grids also going down as well. All very, very quiet. Necrons are going to poke their heads out of the base. Necrons have lost their relic. Be a real pain if they wanted to go for their fully awakened monolith. Necron warriors have seen the Celestians. Celestians have seen that the Necron warriors are out of the base. They are going to move out here and then try and do some base bashing themselves. Obelisk has got to shoot a bit on. Will blow these ladies up, but the ladies are quite tanky. Destroyers over here are going to pepper these girls. Necron warriors teleporting in. There we go, big engagement. Lots of Gorse being fired. John Cena beam comes down. Necron Lord managing to get in the way of these ladies here. This does look like it's going to be a squad wipe. Destroyer moving up forward. Blade ones round the backside as well. I'm going to cut the retreat off of these ladies. Necron Lord still on them. We chased them all the way down. I believe the squad wipe over here was finished and completed. We do have another Celestian squad over here, as well as a Sister Repentia squad going out of their mistress. This destroyer does not want to hang around with the Celestians over here. Not unsupported anyway. We do have 3 destroyers going up. Sister Repentia moving in, going to engage. Destroyer in close combat. Destroyer narrowly avoiding death. This destroyer, however, not being as lucky. Mistress going down quite quickly. Flayed one's going to move around the backside. Necron warriors keeping these ladies at bay. Scantily clad as they are, not very tanky in their own right. Even though they are classed as heavy infantry, which in the back of my head does not make all that much sense, but we'll take it. Assassins now moving around this side. Good use of attacking on multiple fronts. The Necrons want to blob up, want to use their superior numbers and their ability to build themselves back up to their advantage, but Sisters won't let them. Blade ones are going to engage these Celestians over here, and over here we do have a Emperor's Wrath going down on these boys. More beams going down. Necrons are going to fire into these ladies. These ladies will not be able to fire back all that well. Just kind of standing there. We'll try and retreat again. More destroyers are being built up by the Necrons. And we do have a good sizable force on either side for the Necrons. They will be able to hold back anything that Sisters can throw at them. Until, of course, the Penitent Engine comes out. Which the Necrons do not have an answer for at the moment. It's very interesting to see if the Necrons see this and then go straight away for some Immortals, which ideally would be what they wanted, or at least some heavy destroyers. Immortals would be quite hard to defend with a Penitent Engine about. Penitent Engine is going to high-five these boys around the ear. Necron Warriors are going to teleport back. Necron Lord a bit lonely at the moment. He will also teleport away. Destroyer moving back as well. Blade one's here. Going to be taking down his listening post. These guys might want to push in just to at least distract the Sisters for a little bit. You have 2 squads of Immortals coming out. So the Necrons just need to hold on for a little bit. They will lose some Obelisks there. Squad cap there has been reduced, so they might not be able to get 2 squads out. Maybe just a 1 singular squad. Immortals on the field. They will be firing at this Penitent Engine. Although while all this is going on, the Necrons are just moving straight into the base. We do have a bit of a base race going on. Although the base of the Necrons is defended, whereas the Sisters is not as defended. Penitent Engine being taken down. Not quite seeing these Immortals. Immortals do look a lot like Necron Warriors. Penitent Engine has gone down fairly quickly. These ladies are trying to take down this Summoning Court, and then turning their attention to these Necron Warriors. Destroyer has gone down over here. Over here, a Penitent Engine is out. And, oh, look at this. We do have a Living Saint out on the field. So these boys probably won't be able to survive Might want to teleport back home as and when they are ready. These ladies there have taken quite a beating. They've lost their Penitent Engine, they're losing their squad numbers. We do have the next tier going on for the Necron monolith. Look at that, what a wonderful, wonderful model. In fact, can I get a look? Haven't seen one on this channel before. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Definitely not a demon, definitely not heresy. It's a good demon, I promise. Yeah, physical and morale damage from the Blade of the Living Saint, or what's it called? It's called the Flame of the Ardent Blade. But miraculous interception. Got 2/3 chance to be resurrected upon death. I do believe it's 2/3. Or 2 out of 3 times. Or 1/3. It's a fraction. Maths is not my vibe. Reading is not my vibe. Living Saint flanked by 2 Penitent Engines now. This is a lot of big boy stuff to deal with. Necrons now just finishing, moving on to tier 3. They will need to get some big stuff of their own online. If they want to contend the amount of punching that the sisters can bring to the table here. If I was a betting man, I would say that the sisters are going to get their revenge on the Necrons after last week. You just never know. The main selling point of the Living Saint is that it can revive itself, but again, that is a roll of the dice. We do have some pariahs coming out. Now, believe it or not, I've been calling these boys Faras ever since I saw the name, and I've been today years old when I realised that I've been mispronouncing the word pariahs my whole entire life. So that was fun. That was a fun thing to learn. Sisters not quite wanting to engage the Necrons over here. Bit of a Mexican standoff. Penitent Engine is going to move forward. Going to be punching this Necron Lord in the face, but not wanting to move forward too much. We do have a grand total of 2 Immortal squads. 3 Immortals, in fact, is it 2? Got a bit of a dance-off going on here. Doing the robot, as it were. Sisters have committed to the left-hand side. Sister Repentia also online as well. A quick whack of this obelisk. Taking that bad boy down. Now we're going to be moving in here and taking down this obelisk as well. Necron Warriors teleporting in. Going to be focusing down on this Penitent Engine. Immortals, unfortunately, have just been left over here. They want to join in as well. Only moving in when it's a little bit too late. We have a phase shift going on, which will keep them alive for a little bit longer. Sisters will want to move out the way a little bit. Living Saint moving in. Going to take these Immortals offline. Keep them engaged in close combat. Sisters Repentia charging in. We do have a Exorcist tank also blowing up everything around the area. Have the prize popped yet? They are somewhere. Where are they? Sister Repentia taking on these Necron Warriors. Necron Warriors over here have teleported out of range of these ladies just for a little bit, just to recoup their morale. Necron Lord trying to focus down this Exorcist. Exorcist quite low on health. Necron Lord will chunk through its health quite quickly. Penitent Engine, only 1 left online. Doesn't look like it's going to live for much longer. Living Saint going to be pestered by these Faras. Penitent Engine still online. Celestians still in good number. And these Necron Warriors... Oh, hell, we've still got 2 more squads of Celestians going on over here. Necrons do look like they are quite outnumbered at the moment. Living Saints has been slowed by all the slaps that it's got from the Faras. I do believe that the slow will persist until the Fara that gave them the debuff will die. Although this is quite an impressive amount of Celestians. We do have a energy core being built up. It does look like that the sisters have got the numerical advantage. Necron Lord throwing out a phase shift, keeping the Faras alive. Penitent Engine and what they're called, Sister Repentia, taking out each Fara one at a time. Forbidden Archive has disappeared. Does look like it is the end for the Necrons. There's 1-1 in the ultimate battle between Sisters and Necrons. Well, yeah, fairly exciting match. Don't normally get to see a living saint, so that's cool. Well, anyway, my name's been Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chore, and I will see you in a bit. Peace.